Hello my friend and welcome to my channel. Today I've got Dom Nail Polish, the Gems and Jellies collection. I'll be using Maniology MXM077 and 078. And here we go. Maniology MXM077 and 078. These are those weather plates. And I've got my scraper card, and I'll be using On the Black as well as a multitude of stampers today. And we're just going to plop out some images, 5 of them. And this may be one of the longest videos I've ever done. I mean, I've cut it, tweaked it, sped it up, but there's so much to it. I'm hopping in with a piece of tape and getting some excess up off of the stamper that I don't want. And we're just going to continue on plopping out some of these images. I knew when I got this plate and had my order already placed for the Gems and Jellies collection that I was going to use them with these plates. I just could picture it in my head, and I know some of you may understand that. We've all been there. That's that tornado image. And I'm so excited to do this one. And it is a long one, and I do apologize. There was no way of making it any shorter than it is, because it's very detailed. There's a lot of, well, there are different images and a lot of advanced stamping, reverse stamping going on. So we're just going to get on into it. I was trying to be sneaky and get 2 images off of 1 image, but it didn't work out so well. So I'm going to have to clean the plate off and clean the stamper off and go at this again. It was a really big image, so if you've got really long nails, man, that image is perfect. You could definitely get that to fit some of them long nails. So there we go. Alright, so once I'm done doing all my stamping on that plate, I'm going to get it cleaned off and clean it with some acetone and a lint-free wipe. Same for this plate. I do like to put my stuff away clean because, you know, I'm one of those people, it would just make me crazy to be flipping through my books and see a dirty plate. It would just mess my brain up. I do clean my little mat and everything, my whole little work area, scraper card, all of it. I clean all of that with the acetone. And here we go with Dom Nail Polish. Raspberry Marmalade and Apricot Preserves. And we have Lemon Curd. And here we go with Mint Jelly. And the blue is Blueberry Jam. And then the purple is Grape Spread. I'm going to use these to fill in my images using my Mermaid O brush. I believe that's from What's Up Nails. You guys don't give me the line. So I'm going to use one color at a time, and I'm doing all the stampers in succession. I use the pink, and I go through the first stamper, and then I hop on in here to the second one. And this gives the polishes a little bit of time to dry before I loop back around to the first one again and start in with the next color. Also, this keeps that polish from drying out on my mat too fast and providing me with less waste. And I do approve of that. So that is why this video is so long. I could have showed you just me doing one of these images and just like cut it and lined it up, but I just decided, you know what, we're gonna go for it. We're gonna do all of it. Now this image is definitely got a lot of different spots. You could fill it in different ways. I just went all willy-nilly crazy on it, like I do all of them. Here we go. We're going in with the next color, the Apricot Preserves. And I'm just going on the outsides of where I did pink. And I'm not really worried about trying to like stay in specific lines. I'm so not worried about that. These are jellies, and so they're going to be a little see-through. And so with having that black stamping polish, it makes it really nice because you still see the lines of what it was meant to be, and the colors just add the pop to it. And I will be painting my nails with like a hollow silver here in a little bit. And so that's really going to make these jellies pop. I love that they're jellies because, you know, they got the jelly formula, but they got going along with that theme of the Jams and Jellies collection. Just so much fun. So much fun. And I remember when I did my video showing my haul and swatches of these polishes, you know, I was talking about that hollow, hollow this, hollow, hollow. I forgot to even mention that they've got those reflective glitters in there. They're like hollow reflective glitters. And I just, oh my goodness, are you kidding? We all love that sparkle and shine. I know I do. I'm a junkie for it. Now we're moving on to the yellow, and I think the yellow might, and I'm normally not like a yellow polish person, but I really do think the yellow is one of my favorites. It's funny how when you get a collection like this, you do kind of pick favorites sometimes. It's hard sometimes, but I think on this one, I don't know what it is about that yellow one, but it really is speaking to me. Saying, I'm so pretty, like the sunshine. And maybe that's it. You know, we had, you know, winter and spring, and now we're fixing to head off into the hot summer. And maybe that's it. I'm just picturing that sunshiny yellow color. And it's just, you know, in my brain. But like I said, I'm not trying to stay, like, dead on these lines. I'm kind of using them as a guide, but I'm not staying in the lines. I had way too much to do. There's just no way with my shaky hands I was going to get in between some of these itty-bitty lines. And this tornado's just, I mean, tornadoes freak me out. Stone cold freak me out. I live in an area where we're under, you know, tornado watches and warnings quite often. And they just, since I was little, I am totally freaked out by them. But I love the image, and I thought, a rainbow jelly glitter bomb hollow reflective glitter tornado is just what I needed on my nails. And funny fact, maybe funny, maybe not, we were under some warnings and watches when I was doing this manicure. Maybe that's why this one happened. Who knows? But this one right here is real interesting to get around all these little bitty circles and everything. But I really, in the long run, totally digged how this one turned out. These polishes are just crazy pretty. And right now, you know, I mean, there's a lot of companies out there doing these reflective glitters and doing whole collections. And they're all gorgeous. And I know you don't need them all. I mean, they are going to be different because they're different makers using different things. But, you know, when I saw these, I just knew from Dom I had to have them. I don't own like a ton of her nail polishes, but I do have quite a few of them, and I love them all. They're just, you know, really fun. She's a really great indie maker. Very consistent with, you know, her quality of polishes. I guess that's what I'm trying to spit out. I don't even know how I got hooked on her, but I think it was Seriously Lacquering or something like that. She might have been the one that got me hooked. You know, I always got to point a finger at somebody. Somebody made me buy it. Alright, so now we're getting into the big swirl up here at the top, and I'm just going to go around it. Kind of fill it in some. Like I said, I'm not saying in any lines. We're just dancing to our own little drum today, like we always do. But I really had fun with this one. It was a really fun manicure to wear. I'm still wearing it. It's getting a little beat up now, but the weekend's coming, so I'll be able to redo my manis and do something new. But I really enjoyed this funky-fied. hippie tie-dyed looking weather manicure. I know, outside of the box, but sometimes we just get so outside of the box that we create a new box. And now we're on to the blue, and it's beautiful. I love some blue polish. You guys know I'm a sucker for pink, purple, and blue. But I love all the colors. I am so into all of them. Pretty uglies, sparkly shinies, all of it. Just loving it. But this one is definitely a very in-depth video. I mean, just stone cold took it all the way deep on this one. And I normally don't do that. Normally I like show one finger or one decal or whatever. But on this one, I couldn't figure out what to cut out. So I just didn't cut out anything. I just kind of shortened it up a little bit and pulled it together. You know, pull it together, Tina. But the decals were very labor intensive, I'm not going to lie. And I know a lot of people don't have time for that. So what I'm saying to you guys that don't have time for this or the patience for it, you could, you know, paint your nails whatever color and just do one. Pick your favorite image and fill it in and make one decal for an accent nail. That way you kind of get the enjoyment of that bam on the nail, but you're not having to spend all this time doing it. Now see, for me, it's not like spending too much time. I could, if allowed, I could sit back in that room and play for hours and hours on end and never get tired of it. We are getting to the end. We're on the last one now. We're on the purple, which is the grape spread. And I'm telling y'all, these are just stunning. I just love them. I am wanting to do manicures with each polish, or maybe kind of pair up the polishes, and do, like, you know, paint them on my nails and then be the backdrop for my nail art. That should be coming up here before too long. But aren't these getting wild looking? I just, woof, my kind of stuff right here. So I did go check today, and I think the collection itself said it was sold out. But individually, they were still all available individually. So I don't know if maybe she just sold out on the ones that she had packaged up for a collection, you know, to be bought all together, or what the deal is on that, or if she's going to restock. I have no idea, because I'm not in the know. I'm not, like, you know, in her circle of peeps that have all the info. I just went and checked real quick, and but who knows, maybe by the time this video gets posted, she'll be restocked, and there'll be more polishes out there for you to grab. And you may not want the whole collection. You may just have a favorite, and you just might want that one. I totally understand that. I have tried in the past to be good and, you know, like, look at a collection and go, okay, which one's my favorite, and just go buy that one. But it doesn't always happen that way. I'll be using this Wet n Wild Clear to go over my decals. And this is just to kind of like hold them together when I go to stamp them on the nail. I just feel better about, I don't know, when you do things like this enough, you just kind of get like a way you do it, and that's it. That's how you do it. And this is how I do it. Since I learned about this Wet n Wild Clear, I just slap that stuff on everything. It's like Frank's Red Hot, you know what I'm saying? I put that stuff on everything. But I really, really love this one. And you can tell when you put that clear coat over it, it just makes those colors just shine and pop. So much fun. So much fun. Loving it, loving it. So I probably let these decals dry for a good hour, 45 minutes to an hour, while I painted my nails, and then let them dry before I applied them. So these got a good drying. I didn't have them under a fan or anything, just they were sitting out air drying. I have on Nailtiques Formula 2, and I'll be using Glisten and Glow, and this is Fairy's Tryst, and it's a beautiful silver hollow. Now, mine has like an angled, wonky brush here, but we're going to make do. This is an older polish. I believe this one came in some kind of box I used to get. It was like Hollow of the Month or something, and it came with like 3 or 4 polishes. I don't know. But you could just use whatever silver hollow you want, or you could use a white background to do this. I think the silver makes the jellies pop from underneath. You know, I just really, really like it like that. And it's got a great formula on this one. It's an oldie but a goodie. Alright. So I'm going to top these with I&Ms out the door, and we're going to sit around and watch some YouTube and let these dry down completely before we try to apply the decals. Going to cap my free edge here. Woof! Stunning. There's my swatch photo. And here we go with the Maniology Sticky Base Coat. Like I said, I went off and watched some YouTube. And now we're adding that sticky base coat. And we're going to apply a decal. You can tell I've already done a couple of them. Oh, that didn't want to stick very good. Here we go. Get on there. Get on that nail. Get there. I'm going to mesh it down with my finger and make sure it's sticking. And I'm going to break out my little nippy scissors and trim off some of this excess. These are a glittery hot mess, and I knew cleanup, even with this trimming as much as I could, was going to be, ooh, so much fun. Getting my therapy today with some cleanup, I'm telling you. I did trim just as much as I could. I mean, I just got as close as I could. But we still gonna make a mess, and I'm gonna get glitter everywhere. Mushing it down some more. I am gonna hop in with this cuticle tool and try to do some of that breaking. Now these here decals are still quite soft, so it's not like they're breaking off real easy. I'm really kind of having to work at it, but I don't want to pull it up off the nail and mess that up, so we're just carefully going around all the way around the nail. Alright, and get the snippy scissors out again, do a little bit more trimming, because I don't want a big blob of that glitter stuff up under my nail. Alright, time for some acetone cleanup. Now, I do go down the sides, and as it touches that nail polish, it kind of melts it down to the nail. I'm using the side of my brush to go across the tip and the edges, those sidewall edges that stick out past my finger. And this is just cleanup, cleanup, cleanup. Mashing it with my finger, making it smooth, checking it out. Okay, I guess we're ready for another one. Here we go. So I'm applying that sticky base from Maniology. And here we go. You see I'm not stopping. I ain't wasting no time. I'm jumping right on in there. And mush it down. Make it stick to the fingernail. And then start trimming. You guys, this is just such a wild manicure. This is like hippie weather right here. It's just loving it. I'm loving it. It reminds me so much of tie-dye, and oof, love it. I do have some spots on a couple of nails that the glitter sticks out, like I didn't place the decal like to cover all of it. In fact, when my husband looked at it, he said, "What's wrong with this nail?" It's the one I'm working on right now. There's a little tip of the nail is just silver. And I told him there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. I meant to do that. That's what I recommend you guys tell people too. If you see, if you have something that's not quite, spot on, just tell them I meant to do that. How are they going to know? So there we go. Get some of that up, mush it back down, make sure everything's sticking. Oh, and I love my little nippy scissors. I can cut with my right hand, my left hand, both hands. It's just as easy with either or. I'm going to dial y'all in so you can see a little bit more of this cleanup, how it happens. Now I am flooding that cuticle area a little bit, but it's helping melt that decal down to the side of my nail, and it'll be okay. There we go. And I'm telling y'all, when I got done with this, I had glitter like everywhere. It's not showing up on camera too terrible, but I mean, it was little glittery bits everywhere. Bless you, Cotton. Poor Cotton sneezing. His allergies are pitiful. Yeah, see that little corner is all silver. Oof! Bless you. Something done got that Cotton boy. He's all sneezy dog. Had a blob up on that pinky. I had to take care of that. And now I'm going underneath and kind of brushing out, and then go back in and tweak it. Tap, tap, tap it. There we go. I am going to top these with the smudge-free top coat from Maniology. And look how they come alive. Oh, so sparkly, so pretty, so squishy. And now to finish them off, you know, some Poshe top coat. These were so much fun. And I do hope y'all enjoyed this long, rambly video. I promised not to make a habit of it. But there we go. Cap that free edge, and this one is done. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about it. I want to thank you for watching. Until next time, be good to yourself.